located on 1420 Chica de la Garza in Mission. For more information, please call Vicente Esteves at 381-4844. Please call Vicente Esteves at 381-4844 for more information on the Rio Naho Day taking place in Mission. Representing District 36A, the McAllen High School Bulldogs. Head coach Joaquin Escobar and the Fighting Edinburg High School Bobcats.
Besides the Leon, and let me tell you what, ladies and gentlemen, the Bobcats are surviving. It could have been a lot worse. According to the center by Misael, we got 5 penetrations, 5 times in the red zone, Pablo, for the Cougar, and they've only managed 12 points. I mean, for the Bulldogs.
There you go.
And they only picked up 12 points. That's a big stat right there that Misael is giving us. They've been there 5 times into the red zone, and they've only put 12 points. They picked up 12 first downs, they only have 12 points. On the other side, the Bobcats have had maybe 8 good plays. They put, the only bad thing about it, they put 3 together, and then they put 4 together, and they put another 3 together. So that's not going to work when you try to put some points together. So we'll wait and see. Now, Bobcats are getting the ball for the first time to start the second half. So thanks a lot for these stats. It makes me sound like I know what I'm doing. But turnovers, 3 turnovers. They turned the ball over, I think, on down one time on the fumble, and another on down on the missed snap. So Bobcats are very much in this game, Paul.
You're right about that, and I'll tell you what, in talking to the coaches, I was talking to some of the Bobcat coaching staff. The kickoff is up, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Return at the 15. He runs to the middle of the field, and he's just completely suffocated at the 20. I was talking to the Bobcat coaches earlier, a little bit here at halftime, Don, and I'll tell you what, in all honesty, they feel fortunate that they're down only 12-0, just being honest.
Yeah, and Paul, what I do is, before we get to the first place, let's thank some people that are making this possible. Of course, it's Cats TV, that is Channel 17, that's KATS Channel 17, also Valley Central, KGBT Channel 4. I'm going to thank the board, and I got to apologize to Mr. Moreno. Thanks to Claudia Rios giving me the correction here. Thank you very much, ma'am. And I'm not gonna take the credit for something that I didn't brought up, but we got a correction on Mr. Moreno's name.
Okay, looks like a little potential run off the left side, a gain of no more than 2 or 3 for the Bobcats.
All right, we're going to thank our assistant superintendents. Of course, our superintendent, Dr. Rene Gutierrez. Our assistant superintendents are Ronaldo Ron Cavazos, Dr. Maria Luisa Guerra, Eduardo J. Moreno, Dr. Rebecca Morrison, and Dr. Mario Salinas. So special thanks going out to Ms. Rio. Thank you for correcting me there.
All right, Bobcats with a quick pass to the left. Great defensive stand by the corner for the Bulldogs, Dion Taylor. You got to give him credit because there's a quick pass to the left. He took on his blocker and made the tackle down.
All right, quick offense. They're set up already. It's going to be 3rd and call it 3 yards coming up for the Bobcats.
Bobcats double twins. Quarterback in the shotgun. Hoover. He's going to do another quick pass to the left. He makes the catch. He just got a few yards to get. He didn't quite get there, Donnie. He needed 3, and he got about 2 for a 4th and 1 pinned back deep in your territory. What are you going to do, Donnie?
Pablo, I mean, here it is. It's going to go for it.
There you go. Here's your answer.
Hard count, at least, for sure. Let's wait to see what happens because he's spraying it out. That's kind of scary because to me, when they got that short drive, the short play last time was when they're stacked up in the middle. We'll wait and see what's going to happen. 10:38 left, ladies and gentlemen. Bobcats. First drive, second half, we still have 10:34 left, 10:30 and counting. Let me tell you what, they're going for it on a 4th and call it inches.
All right, Hoover in the backfield, that's for the ball, refs. And you have a very animated Coach Escobar as the Bobcats had to call a timeout. We're not sure what happened, but bottom line was Coach Escobar was not happy about it, and he called a timeout doing it.
Wow. So once again, we thank our assistant superintendents. Let's thank our board of trustees right now.
Do it.
President Juan Sani Palacios, Vice President Dr. Martin Castillo, Secretary Jaime Solis, and our members are Jaime Chavana, Carmen Gonzalez, Robert Peña Jr., and David Torres. Special thanks going out to Jaime Chavana and David Torres. They'll be leaving us in November. I'm sure we're going to have some great replacements, but you know what? They got some tough shoes to fill as you come in as a board member in Edinburg anyway. Last year there was a, you want to call it state champs, there was a state board. They got a real big prestigious award in Austin. So you're going to come into the ECISD board trustee table. You
big shoes.
You better be, you got the big
And the
shoes.
school board, do they get Letterman jackets for the school board?
No, but Pablo.
Do they have a big patch on the back, all state?
All right. After this, I think they decided they're still going to go. Here it is. That's the formation I thought they'd be coming with.
There you go.
Give it a little option of which way you can go. The only thing is
potential trickery.
Up. Yes, here we go.
Hoover in the backfield got two tailbacks on either hip and a little bit of movement, and he is completely stuffed. And we have a loss of one. And just like that, it is Bulldog football in Bobcat territory.
And Paul, I like the attitude, Pablo. It's either we're going to go and go for the win, and again, it's not a district game. You're going to find out now. It's going to be next time we come up to a situation, we might think about it twice and try to put some get the ball back on their side of the field.
Well, you know, half empty, half full. Let's look at the half full. You know, give credit, like you said, Coach Escobar, believing in his kids. Let's try it. I mean, hey, let's gut it out. Let's see what happens. It went for it, and it didn't work. Bobcats looking at twins left, split right. Motion going across the formation. A quick jet. Quarterback's in to keep it himself. Goes up the middle for a nifty gain of about 3. Borrego up the middle.
All right, that'll be second and 7 coming up with 10 minutes left in the third quarter and counting.
2 yards.
Nifty little run by Borrego. Did the jet read option. That means he has the option to give it to that receiver coming across the formation in motion. He decided to keep it himself up the gut for a run of 2.
All right, Pablo, before I forget, special thanks coming out from Susan Smith for the job we did last night and what we did in the first half.
Wow, amen.
To tell you.
Another read option. He gets it right up the, he's going to keep it himself as he gets outside. We do have a flag. He's got one man to beat, and he is into the end zone.
Touchdown! Bulldogs! Here comes the flag.
Flags on the play.
You know what? We're also going to thank the referees, Pablo. I'm sorry about that. Our referees tonight are Adrian Clark. That's the referee. The umpire is Armando Garza Jr. We have a son-father connection here. We have Armando Garza III. Our line judge is Manuel Moniz. And our back judge is Eric De La Garza. Good job tonight.
They're doing a great job, don't they?
Father, also, we're going to thank, we put this together right here for Catch TV 17. Our students, of course.
Our students?
Yes. You know what? I'm going to wait. Go ahead and go on this play, Pablo, and then I'll come back to them.
All right. Bobcats are looking at trips left. Hoover in the backfield with a single back set. Here comes up the blitz for the Bobcats. Can they get there? A little bit of pressure. He throws the ball, and a nifty little grab while on his knees. A nice connection from Hoover to Cardenas. Good reception.
All right, here we go. It's going to be a pickup of maybe 12 yards. They needed more than that, so it's going to be a 3rd and 5. And I'm thinking 2 down territory. Hey,
all right.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Got the head coach of Barrientos up here in the booth.
All right. Here we go.
All right, looking at twins right. Hoover doing the read option. Hands it right up the gut. It could be a fumble. Or is he still on his feet? Nobody knows how he's on his feet.
We get a replay on that Catch TV.
Oh, my. I'll tell you what
happened.
That guy just reloaded a running back. Reload.
Wow. And they're coming quick with the next play.
Wow, I mean, that was just an outstanding run. Not sure how he stayed on his feet, but he did. That's R.J. Garcia. Give credit to him for staying on.
One more time.
Move those chains. And drop them chains. And hand out the ball to the quarterback. He goes outside. He's on the 5. Touchdown, Bulldog. On a sweep to the right. The quarterback keeper, though, in a read option. Apparently a very good option because he decided to not give it to the tailback, keep it himself. As he scoots on the edge, there is absolutely no contain. And he's able to get on the outside and I would say walk in. He ran in, that's for sure, but he scores.
All right, so that's going to be now with 8:35 left in the third quarter. It's the McAllen Bulldogs 18, Edinburg Bobcats 0. And Pablo, they took a big gamble. That's the Bobcats on their first possession and went on 4th and inches. They ended up losing a yard or two, so it went over to McAllen. So, extra point, and Bulldogs! Wow. Okay, Pablo, that's going to give me time to thank the people that are making this possible for all the viewers all over the world to see, and that's Catch TV crew, and we're talking about the football crew from Catch TV, that is KATS Channel 17. Special thanks going out to these guys that are going to make the first round, our students. We got Anselmo Basoria Jr., Senior, Gilbert Cavazo, Senior, Jeffrey Garcia, Senior, Bruce Gutierrez, Senior, Nina Martinez, 11th grader, Luis Montemayor, a Senior, Miguel Nuno Gutierrez, also a junior, Devin Rivera, a junior, Michael Russell, a junior, and Leroy Torres, a senior. Also helping us up in the booth, of course, it's Julio Camacho, Rick Ramirez, thanks going to Susan Smith, and Mark Torres. We got some other people who want to be mentioned, Pablo. They said you mentioned everybody but us, so we're going to go to the game clock. The the game clock is being run by Martin Landes, and then the 25-42 play clock is being run by Emilio Champion Jr. The scoreboard being run by Ismael Peña, and what is that? The Jumbo TV is Jerry
Jumbotron?
Yeah.
The not so jumbo, but kind of bigger jumbo than last time, Tron?
Yeah, it's only about 8 times bigger.
Yes, this time we had basically a not a very well struck kick for the Bulldogs. Took a friendly hop to the Bobcats. He had some room and decided to cut across the field and basically ran backwards. And now they're at the 21.
All right, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. Ball at their own. They're calling at the 20-yard line, Pablo.
That's right. Bobcats are going out with an unusual double twins formation where both receivers are basically on top of each other. A nice handoff up the middle as he's still on his feet. Give credit to the Bobcats for a nifty positive game right up the gut, don't it?
Yeah, about 9 yards. And like I said, these Bobcats, they just can't put these plays together. So it's going to be a second 3-down powder. I'd go for a big pass right here.
Nathan Marez on that last run. Quick snap. He hands it off to Nathan again. He spins and he's on his feet. Nathan Marez.
He needed 1 and he picked up about 9 more yards. So one more time.
Move those chains.
That's the trio coming to you from Bobcat Stadium. Misael De Leon, Donald Salinas, and Paul Osbury. They got too many men on the field.
They throw the flag.
They didn't throw it.
And now, Donald, you know the new rule is if the snap is imminent. Okay, in other words, snap is about to happen.
What do you call me?
They call you Eminem.
Eminem? I'm hungry.
Eminem man. Hand off. This time out the outside on the sweep. We got a flag and a play. Probably holding, but that was Nathan Marez getting his work in the second half, that's for sure.
That's a break they didn't get. Now we have another flag. We're going to have a dead ball, and the best thing about it, maybe they're going to offset. We'll wait and see. But I think this one was a dead ball. So it might give the Bobcats a 1st and 10. Oh, they had too many men on the field.
Who did?
Back high.
Okay.
He counted, and then...
Yeah, 13, 14, 15. Don't only 11, please?
They have 12 right now. There goes another guy out.
Okay.
Here we go. Let's see what's going to happen. They're bringing the ball back, first of all. They're going to set it down. They're going to set it down. It was 2nd and 6. But we'll wait for it. Here's the call.
Oh, double offset. Negates.
Yeah, they're going to offset. So no flag. It's one against each team. That's what we're trying to defend, y'all, ladies and gentlemen. So it's going to be 7:45 left. It's a McAllen Bulldogs 19, Edinburg Bobcat 0. Bob is on the Bobcat side of the field. They have a 2nd and 6 coming up.
Borrego and Marez in the backfield. The snap is up. It's going to be a quick pass to the left, and he overthrows his receiver. And you hear the crowd upset as the DB made a hard tackle. He did not know the receiver had caught it or had not caught it. The ball was overthrown, but he went ahead and picked him up anyway.
Well, you see, they kind of celebrated a little too much, but this is a different crew last night. Last night they threw that flag on that celebration. We'll wait and see. Here we go. 36 coming up for the Bobcats.
Bobcats have trips to the right and split left. Borrego at the helm again, the quarterback. And we have...
Hey, got him on the neutral zone.
You're right, Jonah.
Right there is going to be a call.
You're a ref.
I would give it to the against the Bulldogs.
There's no doubt. What happened, ladies and gentlemen, was the Bulldogs, the defensive lineman jumped off sides, and the modern day rule is if he, if the offensive lineman feels he may...
5 yards, 3rd down.
All right, well, he made the call. So guess what happened? It was what happened. That's it. Whatever. But he was offside. Okay, what did the ref say? That took care of that.
That's a coach talking to you.
That's right.
Jesus, man. All right, here we go. 3rd and 11 coming up for the Bobcats.
Trips left. Borrego, he's got a little bit of time. He's feeling the heat. It's going to be a screen up the middle. Can he break free? He got a little bit of wiggle room. He jukes and jives his way to near first down. They needed 11, and they only got 7, Donut. 4th and 3. In the midfield, it looks like the Bobcats are going quick huddle.
No, I got to send the punting team, man.
Well, a little confusion, and they, in fact, are going to punt.
All right, big pick. Again, the flag hurting the Bobcats here. They had 2 flags. One of them got taken away because it was... Anyway, they're going to punt now. They'll be punting from about their own 35-yard line.
Good snap. He's in it, but he felt some pressure. It was almost a block. End over end. Feels it cleanly. At the 27, the McAllen guy goes up the field. Don't have a number yet, but he goes up the field. Okay, nifty little return by Ryan Puente for only 5.
All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10. McAllen ball one more time, and it's going to be the 2nd time, correct? They touched the ball this second half. So, again, special thanks going out to Misael de Leon for helping with the stats. We got a quick game going, guys. It's already only 6:47 left in the 3rd quarter, and Bobcat defense has to be getting tired.
You're right. We see Ricky Rodriguez coming back on the field for the Bulldogs, a very good runner at that. We thought maybe he'd been injured, but apparently he's back in. Quarterback's going to keep it. Play action pass. He got a man open in the middle in the linebacker territory. He catches it for a catch of 11, and they're going to move those chains.
We're moving the chains one more time for the Bulldogs. They had about 12 first downs in the first half, and the only thing was they only had 12 points, but quickly they pick up only their 3rd first down, I believe, of the second half, and already they've added 7 points. Here we go. 1st and 10, ball at the 38-yard line. That is a McAllen.
Snap is up. Quarterback is going to play action pass. He has a man in the flats. He hits him coming across the formation. That's a good little grab. Bulldog just chipping away. A good Puente, Hoover to Puente connection on the right sideline for a gain of about 7.
All right, we need to run that clock. They stopped it going out of bounds. Sparkles have been stopped. So, refs, come on. Here we go. Run the clock. We're down to 6:24 left in the 3rd quarter. It's McAllen 19, Bobcat 0.
You're right about that, don't it? It's going to be, he's going to keep it himself. That's a really nifty decision. He's going to try to juke and go up the middle. He's on the 40, the 30, the 20. Hoover is going to score and touchdown Bulldogs. As that was a quarterback read option, as all of the Bobcat defensive line moved in on the running back, and he kept it himself there.
Now that, I'll give credit. They earned that touchdown. They worked it. And that was a great call there. Great keep by the quarterback. Bobcats were tired of this guy running all over them, so they keyed on him, and guess what? He didn't get the ball this time. So
no doubt about that.
It's going to be touchdown McAllen with 6:12 left in the 3rd quarter. McAllen has put up 13 points so far. We're looking, they're going to go for 2 now?
Looks like they're going for 2.
All right.
Trying to make up from an earlier mistake of missing an extra point, and in fact, fumbling an extra point. This time they're going for a quick pass. It doesn't look like a good play.
Incomplete.
They tried to do a quick streak to the corner on the left side, but the Bobcat defender was right there.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so with 6:12 left in the 3rd quarter, McAllen comes up and puts 13 quick points on the Bobcats to add it to the 12 they had. So we're at McAllen Bulldogs 25, Edinburg Bobcats 45.
You're right about that. 25 unanswered points, don't it? And the Bobcats are scratching their heads right now as they just cannot stop the Bulldog offense. They can't.
On the northeast side.
And again, they can't put something together themselves without
hurting themselves in the foot. Yes, sir. You're right about that, don't it? Make a very good observation. Bobcats have been able to kind of get some drives going. Next thing you know, penalty, push them back. And it hurts.
And I talked to some people at halftime here right in front of us, and you know what? That's one thing they say. We've had chances. We've had chances. And they have been in the game, Paul. And I don't know, that lady's getting in her car.
Not yet, done. Not yet.
Okay, not yet. That lady.
She's driving. She's asking for directions. Where is Cat Stadium?
Okay. All right. That's what.
But not here yet, because the Bobcats still have a chance. This time a much better kick, but it's shorter. As fielded cleanly at the 15, Bobcats have a chance at a decent return. And he's on his feet on the 40. He's got a few guys to beat. Makes a move down at the 50 as the Bobcats. A great return by Ramon Garcia. And the Bobcats have themselves some good field position, don't it?
Again, the fans were talking. Hey, don't it? We've had our chances. That was Mario Lopez, one of the people I was talking to. Padre Mario Lopez going to shout out to you and your family, Zelda and the kids. Hope y'all are enjoying the game, and you know, they don't look that bad, Paul. I really didn't think they were going to be, you know, in the game for this long and getting good things going for them.
Definitely a lot of fight left in the Bobcats. At the quick pass to the right, a little quick screen, he needed to get outside, but the defense, upfield push by the DB, turned him back inside, don't it? And there you go, Pursuit took care of that.
All right, 2nd and 10 coming up. Pick up no gain on the play. So we're down to 5:50 in counting. Bobcats at their own 49-yard line.
All right, looks like Bobcats have bunch to the left. That's 3 receivers on top of each other. That is prime for a little screen. We'll see what's going to happen. And it's going to be a handoff up the middle. And a good little run.
6 yards.
Uh-oh. Hey. Oh, settle down. We just got a little extracurricular going on there. But a good little run right up the gut. A gain of about 7 right up the middle over the center.
All right. There they come again.
Quick huddle, bunch formation for the Bobcats.
Here we go.
And the snap is up, and it's going to be another read option. Anyway, the tailback got bottled up quickly. That was Domingo Oliveira doing all he could to try to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 4th and 6.
Oh, he got the ball. He had 3 Bulldogs right on him.
No doubt about that. Bobcats are just scratching and clawing, looking for something, and they're looking for a punt formation. Now, here they come on the field. Bobcats have to settle for a punt, don't it?
All right, Bulldogs. You're the Bulldogs. You're up 25-0, 4 minutes left. You still got all your starters in there, Coach?
Oh, yes, sir, you do. Because what you don't want to do, you don't want to get a team. You don't want to get a team a touchdown. You know, give them 2 touchdowns. Next, you know, they're back in this game. So I would bet that the Bulldogs are going to maintain their starters and try to keep their foot on the gas pedal for at least to the end of this quarter.
Now let it go. Let it go. Now stop it.
There they go. They know.
Watch
Don't step on the end zone.
Did he step on the end zone?
Okay. I'm sorry. Even the people outside the booth heard us yelling. What happened, ladies and gentlemen, was the Bobcat punter gets a nice end over end. The Bobcat, the Bulldog return decides not to return it, and it bounces around. And Gray give credit to the special teams for the Bobcats because they decide to let it roll, and they
feel it.
Flags on the play.
And they field it on the 1-inch line.
He almost stepped with his heels on that.
We were yelling at him, bro, baby.
What's this we?
Us, you, me.
You woke me up, Pablo.
Sorry, brother. I'm pulling for the Bobcats.
Oh, so am I. Don't get me wrong. So here comes the flag. Let's see what's gonna happen. Poor Bobcat just can't seem to put.
We got a shout out, don't it? We got someone listening all the way in Austin, Texas.
In Austin, Texas?
Kyle Flanagan, otherwise known as Matalotes. That's an old school name. He's in the REL, our fantasy football league, don't it? Listening all the way from Austin, Texas. Kyle, man, you're a brother from another mother, man. Glad you're listening.
Hey, Kyle, thanks for tuning in. Hope you continue tuning in all year long. We got about 15 more of these games coming up for you from Catch TV, and of course, that's KATS Channel 17 and BrownieCenter.com.
On the
holding personal foul, Bobcats.
They are.
They offset, so we redo it again. Oh my!
All right, Bobcats can't catch a break. What happened, ladies and gentlemen, was you had on that awesome punt, you had a foul on both teams, which means they're going to just do it again. So,
personal foul? What could you do on a play like that?
You know what it is? You know what it was doing? Someone out of the play, someone off to the side is still engaging this guy. With the ball over there, you need to let up, don't it?
Yeah.
And the refs made the right call. And then, in fact, a great punt was negated. So they're going to be punting again.
Now fake it.
And it's a good snap. He got plenty of time. Hits a knuckleball. This time it's going to be fielded cleanly by the Bulldog returner. He makes a move, tries to go up the middle, somehow spins around, still on his feet, and a good return of about 15 up from the 1 yard line.
1 inch. That one inch. Maybe 6 inch yard line there. It was going to be 1st and 10 for McAllen. Again, a flag hurt the Bobcats. It'll give them the ball. Not bad field position at the 28-yard line. He said, what do you got for me? He said, stats so far. But he said, give me some numbers. First downs already for McAllen in the second half. What do you got?
We got 3 so far, 15 for the game. I mean, they're just completely dominating this game. They same amount of possessions, but McKay just running the ball and just driving down Bobcat's throat.
All right.
No doubt. McKay airing it up. He's got a man down the sideline. And just, again, slightly overthrown as anytime the Bulldog quarterback has been trying to launch it deep, he's overthrown. But I'll tell you what, The good news about that is only your receiver has an opportunity at the ball. Either throw it right or overthrow it. That's a good job.
All right, here we go. It's going to be second. Stop the clock with 4:03, ladies and gentlemen. With 4:03 left in the third, it's still McAllen Bulldogs 25 and Bobcats 0. Pablo, we still have everybody here.
Everybody's here, and everybody's still pulling for the Bobcats. You never know. You never know. Bobcats blitzing up the middle, and they give it right to gut, and he runs right into the blitz as both Bobcat linebackers are coming up the middle for a gain of no more than 2.
2 yards on the play, so it'll be 3rd and 8. Once again, Bobcats can get him to punt.
We got another shout-out all the way from San Antonio, Texas.
San Antonio,
my boy Buffalo, otherwise formerly known as Dennis Hendricks. He's also in the fantasy football Robert E. League. Robert E. League. Hey, Robert E. League. But listen, from San Antonio, Buffalo, appreciate it, man. Another brother from another mother.
Hey, Buffalo, thank you for tuning in. Hope you continue doing that all year long.
And a lot of pursuit for the Bobcats as he rolls out. And he was almost tackled in the backfield as he was almost walked down. Bottom line, it's a gain of 3.
The Bobcats just decided let's just go after them. So it's going to be a pickup of 3 yards. Call it a 4th and 5 coming out. And Paul, this has to be just a straight punt, man. It's got to be. It's got to. Oh, here goes again. They're all kicking again. Another fake?
I don't know, because they've been doing all kinds of trickery tonight.
Here we go. We'll wait and see what's going to happen.
Bulldogs in the punt formation, which doesn't mean they're going to punt, but they're lined up that way. A good snap, and it in fact is a punt. It could have been blocked. A little floater that goes over the Bobcat head, and he decides he doesn't want to catch it. And so it takes a Bulldog roll, and that's going to turn into about a 60-yard punt, don't it?
Wow.
Next time, try to return that young man.
All right, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats at the 15-yard line.
All right, Bobcats pinned back as they need something. They need some life. Pinned back in their own 15. Bobcats got the ball, 2:45 left. Got bunch. Bobcats in bunch formation to the left. Three receivers basically stacked on top of each other.
All right, number 3 ain't going to get the ball, because that means they've done that play 4 times in a row.
They had some success, but it looks like their defensive line has closed the gaps in the middle. But this time, the quarterback keeper, with number 3 being the lead blocker, Nathan Matiz, is becoming the lead blocker for Borrego, runs up the gut for a nifty gain of 9.
9, maybe 9.5, almost the first down, everybody. Oh, wow. They're at the line, so wait, we got a timeout. That's the first down. Yeah.
Oh, they had
one more time for the Bobcats.
Move those chains.
That's a trio coming to you from Edinburg, Castillo, Misael de Leon, Paul Osbury, and myself, Donald Salinas.
Okay, it's like quarterback keeper. He decided to quarterback option. His option was to keep it to go left, and a minimal gain of 1 on the left side.
2nd and 9 coming up. We're down to 2 minutes, 14 seconds. Clock still running. Left in the 3rd quarter. Quick 3rd quarter going by, guys.
Borrego on that keeper for gain of 2. 2nd and 8. Borrego is going to be some sort of run. He's going to hand it off right up the gut. They have been found. They found some breathing room right up the middle. And as long as the play stands, they needed 8 and they got 7. 31.
31 coming up.
Bobcats in a quick huddle. Quick no huddle, don't it?
All right, here we go.
Bobcats in double twins. Borrego getting the signal from the coach on the sideline.
Oh, the crowd.
We got spirit. How about you? Quarterback keeper, all they needed was 1, and they got 4. Move those chains.
Pablo.
Yes, sir.
Gotta love what the Bobcats pride is coming back. That's the pride coming back in Edinburg, ladies and gentlemen. Let me tell you what, these boys don't know they're down 25-0, and they don't know they lost last week, 63.
And you can hear the student body, don't I heard. We got spirit. How about you?
That's the fans, Pablo.
Yes, sir. That's good.
Wow. That's
we
great.
Appreciate that. Bobcat fans still feeling it. I'm sure the kids, the players appreciate that.
Watch out.
Snap is up. Hand out to Matiz. Up the gut. Matiz is really having himself a good game.
He was down. He was down.
A gain of 6 as Matiz has found some running room up the left center of the Bulldog line.
All right, they gave him 5, so it's going to be 2nd and 5. We're under 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. Bobcats finally putting 2 first down together and putting about 8 plays together. They're looking good, Pablo.
You're right about that. They've been driving the ball. Looks like Bobcats have trips right, split left. And you have, he's still waiting for the signal here, but Borrego and Matiz in the backfield. Borrego asking for the ball. The snap is up. He's going to give it to Matiz on the right side. He's got a little bit of room. Another good run. They needed 6.
I think he
got 5.5. Nachos.
Here we go. We're not going to move. We're going to move, aren't we?
Nachos.
First down.
They're going to think about it. Oh, we're getting a call from the guys.
All right, move them one more time. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Move those chains. Third first down. No, we say it on this. That's correct. He said, you're going to give us some stats in a minute. We said, I'll get back to you. But the Bobcats finally, ladies and gentlemen, putting something together and looking like the old school Bobcat football.
We appreciate that. Grinding it out, 3 yards in a cloud of dust, except artificial turf. No dust. Bobcat quarterback keeper off the left side. Oh, a good nifty run. They really find some room.
One more time. Move those chains. The trio's going to get a sore throat here pretty soon with the Bobcats running the ball and moving the ball. Another first down. But, ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately, that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter, ladies and gentlemen. So, finally, the Bobcats, the fans are up. The student body's fired up. The student body's on their feet. We got the Bobcats driving up, picking up 4 first downs, I believe, on this drive. So, it's going to be one more quarter, 12 minutes left here at Edinburg Stadium. It's still Edinburg 0. That's the Bobcats and McAllen Bulldogs 25. Misa, what are you guys doing here?
You know what, Donut? It's very impressive. This last drive, Edinburg picked up 4 first downs. For the third quarter, they have 5. In the first half, they only had a total of 5. So that's some great, they're moving the ball. They got to,
All right, you're hearing from Misael De Leon right there. Thank you, Misael. Saying the Bobcats picking up 4 first downs in this last drive, picking up only 5 total in the first half. And Misael, those, I think 3 of those were on flags.
That is correct.
Yeah,
that is correct.
We had 3 first downs. I don't know, 5 was being picked up on flags. Pablo, is that going to be doing us good here?
Hey, it's helping us out, man. We got the original Move Those Chains, by the way.
I appreciate it.
No doubt about that.
You know, when people think that I know what I'm doing, no, it's people like Misael. Charlie has helped us. So, again, special thanks to these guys. And we're going to have to talk to maybe Dr. Gutierrez about getting some official help here from Misael. We'll wait and see on that, ladies and gentlemen. But once again, special thanks going out to you, Misael. Thank you very much. Here we go. First and 10, 12 minutes left, ladies and gentlemen. It's still Bobcat 0 and the Bulldogs 25.
Okay, quarterback keeper himself. He's going to go right side. He's got a block. He's still on his feet as he runs off the right side. They need a 10. They got 11. And move those chains. There we go, Bobcats.
That's another first down, guys.
Number 5, Lisa Misael. 5th first down for the Bobcats. We have a man down on the field, so we're going to take a timeout right here, away from the field, but we'll stay on the air, of course, like always. Let's thank once again our board of trustees, guys. They've done great. And this thing that with MountainCenter.com and Cats TV getting together, Paul, Misael, it's awesome, man. Misael, you witnessed it yourself. I believe when you were in Denton, up in Dallas for 2 years, I'd call and we thank you for the Move Those Chains chat that we got. And you were there in Dallas. You get to see it. I mean, how good is that when you're away?
It's actually really amazing. Being an alumni from Edinburg North, it's always great to tune in, especially when we play Edinburg High.
Last year, you had to bring it out, huh? I love it, man. And then Misael, it's like hopefully when we think and we all assume your future mother-in-law fighting cancer, my sister. It was great for her. For some reason, the Cougars got six home games on Thursdays last year. So how great is that? You're watching the game. Your future mother-in-law is watching the game. All the family's watching the game. You're in Dallas. She's in Edinburg, and everybody's enjoying the game on Thursday night. Is that pretty good?
That's amazing. It's really amazing, don't it?
And again, special thanks going out to Valley Center, and of course, the picture you get from Cats TV, pretty good.
Really great.
All right, so you heard it from somebody that actually was away an 8-hour drive but never missed a game when we show it on Cats TV 17. Special thanks going out to there. Here we go, Pablo.
Double twins for the Bobcats. Thinks he's going to be a keeper himself. He's going to keep. He's going to go outside to the left. He's got a little bit of room, but just like that, and I mean swarming defense by Andrew Martinez, the safety coming up and making a great tackle.
Picked up him only 2 yards, so it's going to be 2nd and 8 coming up. Bobcats, for the first time, I'm pretty sure it is the first time, getting close to getting into the red zone of the McAllen Bulldogs. Here we go.
That's in sight, don't it? They can see it. They can see that blue over there. Come on, baby. Double twins for the Bobcats. Borrego Mares in the backfield, handed off to Mares, goes up the middle, but this time nothing doing as you have big old Joseph Guerra taking care of the tackle.
How long are you going to wait for you setting up that pass play?
Well, they've been having success right there.
That would have been right, Pablo, but
just
that would have been a great call, I think, for a pass. Now it's 3rd and 8. They might be expecting a pass. We'll wait and see. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 10:50 left. 10:50 left. I'm sorry about that, Pablo. 10:50 left. 10:49 left in the game. It's 25 Bulldogs, 0 Bobcats. Pablo.
All right, Bobcats looking at twins right, split left. Mott is basically in the backfield.
Oh, you got him in the neutral zone that time, Paul.
Give Bobcats back. Hard count, baby.
Come on, you got it.
5.
You got him. Yeah, you got to call him on the neutral zone.
Yeah, that happened first.
Yes, we'll wait and see. Once
we saw moving
a while ago, we thought we had the call, and then we missed it.
So it's Bobcats' turn.
Yeah, let's see. Here we go. Oh, my God.
Wow.
Come on. I mean,
after the contact? All right, bottom line is it was illegal procedure by the Bobcats. Moving back 5, third and long, don't it?
That's what he called.
So that's what happened.
That's what okay.
That's it. That took care of that.
Yeah, 3rd and 13 coming up, 10:34 left, 10:33 counting.
Twins right. It's going to be a play action pass. He tries to hit Olivares as he comes out of the break, and it is overthrown on a 10-yard hook and curl that was, again, overthrown almost a Borrego-Olivares connection.
All right, so it's going to be 4th and 13 coming up for the Bobcats, and I'm sure they're going to go for it. They are.
No doubt about it. They're, in fact, going for it. As they have Olivares normally split out, is in at the tight end.
I like
a little
that
confusion.
Play. I like that play, Pablo. You know what? Fake it and hit it.
Put him there for a reason.
Yeah.
They got cover 2, expecting maybe seam down the middle.
Yes,
Olivares. Here we go. Quarterback in the shotgun. And, in fact, it's going to be a play-action pass. A 2-man route. He got him open in the middle. He's to the side. Oh, yeah! Yeah, baby!
Touchdown, Bobcats, ladies and gentlemen, and the fans. And here we go. Hey, fight up, Pablo.
Borrego to Murillo connection. He runs a post of the left side, catches him in stride, got a step on the defender, and we're looking at Bobcats on the scoreboard.
All right, Bobcats on the scoreboard for a touchdown for the 2014 Bobcats this year, and it came at home. What better way to do it? So far, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like the Edinburg schools are going to start at 3-1 here in the Edinburg Cat Stadium, but nevertheless, I'll tell you what, I'm excited. I'm excited for the fans, for the school, and for Coach
Escobar.
Coach Escobar. I'm watching. They blocked it, Pablo.
Okay, we have a blocked extra point. He could get 2 points. He's on the 30. Unfortunately, he's going to score on the 20. The 10, you're looking at it. And we have a yellow flag over here, Don.
There's a flag. It's going to be hard.
What happened was a blocked extra point.
I think they got a block on the back.
And they're waving it back, and it's not going to happen. You have a blocked extra point as the Bulldogs pick it up and score, and that's going to be 2 points if they're accredited that. But I think they're not going to, as the referees, just by their body language and where they're standing doing it, it's not going to count.
Well, wait and see. Here it goes. He went back the distance, ladies and gentlemen, and you knew once he picked it up.
And if it's a penalty on him, they can do it again.
Do it again, yeah. Here we go.
Or scoot up on the extra on the kickoff.
We're gonna redo it. Here we go.
Rock in the back on the returning team. By rule, the extra point is no good.
Yeah.
The penalty is not enforced.
Huh?
All right.
Okay.
What did he call you?
He said, "Oh, you're a big force."
All right, ladies and gentlemen. It's going to be no good. And it's just, they ran it back all the way, but there was a flag, a block in the back. So it'll come back, and nothing will happen. We'll have a kickoff from the Bobcats. They'll be kicking from the north side. Finally, first TD for the Edinburg Bobcats. That's a plus already.
Yeah, you're right about that. As their number increased from 0 to 6. That's a good thing.
I think it was 3, Pablo. I think it was 53 last week.
I was just talking about tonight. That 6 is a lot bigger than a 0, so
yeah.
Good. We're all happy for the Bobcats. They're looking at the replay on the screen. If you're at home, you can watch this later. Gorgeous design play, a 2-man route as the receiver comes across the middle, so they're replaying the touchdown.
At McAllen Memorial
Pretty pass and even prettier catch by the Bobcats. Here we go. Bobcats going to kick off, fresh off an extra point block.
Onside kick.
I don't know, don't it? He's going to wind up, and he kicks it high and short. Fielded cleanly on the 19 at the Bulldogs. He breaks to the right, and he tries to get outside. Nothing doing. Great job on a special teams play by the Bobcats. Number 26, Omar Dominguez. Good tackle.
Yeah, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line from McAllen. Ladies and gentlemen, we're down to 10-14 left in the game. Once again, you're listening to Team Donut and Paul.
Donut, got a shout out. One of the boys in San Antonio got my brother Robert Allsbury.
Robert?
Yeah, Robert. Yeah, man.
Sister, how's your sister?
The commissioner, we'll just call it like that. The commissioner of the rugby league. We got some boys. They're texting me. Move those chains. They love it.
All right, Misael, you heard it, man. Thanks a lot for that.
All right, quarterback option, and his option is to keep it, and he gets outside once again and gains an additional 10 yards and a gain of 20 doing it, and they're going to move those chains.
They're moving the chains, ladies and gentlemen. We'll wait to see what's going to happen. They're going to spot the ball at the 45-yard line. So quickly, they're at the 45-yard line. Pablo, that's one thing. I mean, you're going to have to work at it. Quit letting this guy get to the outside. They're just, I mean, you know, to me, as I didn't play the game, but your job, you got to have somebody aside to do not let him get to the outside.
On every defensive play, there's someone called a force player. There's someone designed to turn the play inside. Whether he does it or not, that's a different story.
Again.
All right, so give credit to the Bulldogs.
And you still let him go to the outside.
Give credit to the Bulldogs because they understand the yards to begin on the outside. So what happened on that last play is quarterback Hoover keeps it himself, and he's got a linebacker in his face, and he jukes him inside, gets outside for an additional couple of yards.
He needed 10. He got 9.5. It'll be second and half a yard.
Trips right. Quarterback option. It's going to be a quick pass. He passes it and he catch. A pass and catch. Good gravity as he gets hit in the back. But that is a Hoover to Moya connection. For
half a yard. Picked up 8. So one more time.
Move those chains.
We're moving the chains one more time for Mackay. It is 9:37 left in the game. And Mackay ain't going to settle for 25 points, Paul.
No, I don't. A little bit. We'll see. They got their gas. You know, they still have their foot on the gas pedal apparently, but you know they don't want to let the Bobcats in. And maybe one more score will secure it. But
okay.
Bulldogs driving here. Twins left for the Bobcats. It's going to be a read option, and he headed off to his running back Rodriguez, who was gaining quite a bit of yards earlier in the ninth. Went out earlier, but back in.
Picked up only 1 yard on the play. Call it 2nd and 9. We'll be under 9 minutes before this next play goes on, ladies and gentlemen. Again, special thanks going out to Catch CB 17. That's KTS Channel 17 for bringing you the picture we're seeing right here on the monitor. You'll get to see it later after the game.
Bobcats looking at Twins left. Hoover in the shot in the backfield with Rodriguez. A little audible. Maybe change up the play a little bit. Talking to his guys. Plenty of time in the play clock, don't it? So we have an audible, a blitz up the middle from the Bobcats as he goes out the right side. Great little nifting, catch and throw by the Bobcats as he goes across the formation for a gain of 6, don't it?
Picked up 6 yards. It's going to be up a 3rd and call it 4 yards coming up for the Mackay. 2 down territory, Pablo.
I don't know, don't it? Because no matter what the Bulldogs do, they've had success all night. That was a Hoover to looks like even connection earlier.
All right, here we go. 8:38 left, 3rd and 4 coming up for Mackay. Ball at the 32-yard line of the Bobcats.
Good call, don't I? I mean, I'd say they're probably in 2 down territory right here. Hand it off, quarterback keeper, no need because he jukes and jives. He needed 3 and he got 10, so unfortunately they're going to move those chains.
We're moving the chains once again for Mackay. I need to put it earlier. And he'll come back with some more stats before the game's over. They're just dominating the game, man. Even though the Bobcats finally put something together. If they had put that together, Pablo, when they were down 2-0, it'd be a different story.
And, Don, we got to call it how we see it. And you're right, Bulldogs can drive it, pass it, run it at will. And, you can tell by the scoreboard. Another post up the middle. Touchdown, Bulldogs. Notice that was identical to the play that the Bobcats scored on. And the Bulldogs come back. And they do it, let it go play.
Yeah, so it's going to be touchdown Bulldogs. So with 8:16 left, it is now Mackay Bulldogs 31, Edinburg Bobcats 6.
We see a little movement from the stands, unfortunately, don't it? Yeah. We got a little movement in the bleachers.
And again, you got to understand that. But I tell you what, I give the fans and the coach and the Edinburg Bobcat fans, a lot of credit for them showing up tonight and hanging in there. And you know what? I see, honestly, Pablo, an extra point was good. So now it is the Mackay Bulldogs 32, Edinburg Bobcats 6. Pablo, the positive thing is what I saw tonight, and I think it's going to only get better. Last week they could score a touchdown. This week they did. This week they did it at home. The people are here, and I only see good things coming for Coach Squad.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mackay, this week's opponent, the Bulldogs, last week's opponent was, I believe, Odessa Permian, as they traveled upstate to play a perennial powerhouse up there, and they did get beat by 30-something to 7, but I'll tell you what, the Bulldogs hung in there and returned to the Valley and got themselves the same type of victory, but this time over the Bobcats.
And who's meeting up with Odessa tonight? I think it's who? Sherland?
I don't
Somebody
know.
went out to go play. Paulo, what do we got next week? Let me look at the schedule here, ladies and gentlemen.
What are we looking at?
Next week we're in week 3. It'll be September the 12th. On Friday, it's going to be, let me see, Bobcats will be away.
Okay.
Okay, they'll be at Brownsville Veterans. It's going to be, the Cougars will be playing on the 12th on Friday, and they're away also.
Kickoff is up. It's not fielded cleanly, as he is absolutely lit up. I got to give credit. Got to give credit to number 46, Dion Taylor, as a returner bobbled the ball and was not able to pay attention to the return team bearing down on him, and a very good hit by Dion Taylor. And we have a man down, and we wish him the best.
Next Friday on the 12th, the Jags are here against PSJA. They're not in our district, but it's one of the PSJA schools. And then on Thursday, we're going to have the Vela.
There's one that was
in the house.
Okay.
Hey, Rez, I got a question for you, Rez.
Yes, sir.
Do we have a score from the other teams tonight?
Yes.
I believe
Vela's winning 21-17 in the fourth quarter, and Economides is down 48-24 in the fourth quarter.
All right, you heard from Coach Reyes, our assistant athletic director now here at the stadium. It is the Vela Sabercat.
Yes, sir, are up, and having a tough time.
Yeah, having a tough time, 42-20.
So I did get a little shout out from our boy Bill Reynolds, just clued us in. Mission playing Odessa Impermium.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you much, Bill Reynolds.
¿Qué más quieres, Pablo? We have people helping us here next to me. We have
Daggers in the rugby
we have
league.
Leo helping us over here.
Yes, sir. It's a total team effort.
Total team effort. All right, here we go. It's going to be 8-12 left in the game. 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. They'll be starting from their own 13-yard line.
A little confusion by the Bulldogs as they're missing a man. And apparently the coach is going to call timeout as the Bulldogs have only two quarters. Yes.
8, 10 players.
That's right. I saw a missing DB.
Back high.
And apparently the coaches saw it as well. So the Bulldogs take a timeout, and they're going to think twice about having 10 guys in the field because they can have 11. I don't know if they know that, though. You can have 11? Right. Put 11.
Oh, I see a lot of clean white jerseys on the...
I see what you're saying, Dolan.
So, I mean, I think that's a good thing, man. And it's time to get started the breathers. You've had a good night. You put up 32 points. You did a few mistakes, but the Bobcats weren't able to capitalize on it. So you're right about that. Now you're putting them away. I think you just put them away with the last score. So it'd be a great time to start seeing some clean jerseys on the field, and that's good by the Mike coach.
You're right about that, Donut. Obviously, Matt Kyle getting in a few players, getting some playing time as the game is secured basically at this point, don't it?
Yeah. 8-12 left, ladies and gentlemen, before we start playing again. Here it is, 1st and 10. Bobcats at their own 13-yard line.
You're right about that, Donut. Bobcats looking at double twins, and it is Borrego with Mades in the backfield, surveying the field, plenty of time in the clock. And we have movement on the offensive line, and unfortunately they're going to scoot it back half the distance to the goal.
From the 13 we'll go back to the 8. There'll still be first down, but it'll be 1st and 15 for the Bobcats.
You're right about that, Donut. And when it rains, it pours. Of course, we could use the rain, but certainly, theoretically, not literally.
On the field?
Yes, sir. As the Bobcats double twins, pinned back deep in their territory, you got Borrego and Mades in the backfield. Mades on the left hip of Borrego. The snap is up. He's going to keep it himself. He got a little bit of wiggle room. He tries to get outside, but he is brought down.
Pick up of 9 yards.
Give him 9.
Give him 9. All right, it'll be 2nd and 6 coming up. It was the 1st and 15. Picked up 9. We'll call it 2nd and 6 coming up with the Bobcats. We're under 8 minutes left in this ballgame.
Don't you worry about that. It looks like the quick no huddle from the Bobcats. Double twins, Borrego and Mades in the backfield. Borrego looking at the sideline to get his play, gives a signal, tells the whole team what to do. The offensive line already knows what they're doing, don't it? This is for all the backs and receivers. And the ball is snapped, and it's going to go to the right side. It is a Mades sweep. They needed 5, and they may have gotten 5.5.
They got 6 yards down the play, so one more time for the Bobcats.
Move those chains.
Trio coming to you from Edinburg Stadium. That's Misael de Leon, Misa de Leon, Donut Salinas, and Paul Osbury. We need to move those chains.
Good job, Donut. Good call on that. And it is double twins again Borrego and Mares in the backfield. Play call comes in. All the receivers and backs get the call. The offensive line already knows what to do. Bulldogs secondary playing games, moving in, up and out. He's being pressured. He rolls to the right and basically throws the ball away. Incomplete pass.
Stop the clock with 7:02 left. And again, once again, we're at Edinburg Stadium where the Bulldogs have run all over the Bobcats with the score being right now with 7 minutes left. Bulldogs 32, Bobcats 6.
You're right about that. Not looking too bright, looking a little bit bleak for the Bobcats. Obviously, still a little bit of fight left in the Bobcats. There probably will always be fight left in the Bobcats, but by virtue of the scoreboard, Don, it's kind of out of reach. But they're still fighting.
Okay, Sabercats were going against who? Harlingen South? Is that right?
On it.
Sabercats?
Don't know, brother.
I think that's
what. But Sabercats are taking care of business, and Jaguars are in a fight.
Yeah. Misael told me that was the deal there.
We got a whistle and a timeout, Bobcats, as they want to think about it, because the clock is run down. They weren't going to get the playoff.
All right, so Paul, what do you think so far? We got the Edinburg North Cougars starting at 2-0. Sabercats looking like they're going to start 2-0. Yeah. Jaguars look good when they go back to their old style of football. We saw them last week. This week we're not seeing them, but
Reyes, what you got?
Well, the updated score from Harlingen. Sabercats 35, Harlingen South Hawks 17. 6
minutes left. So that's a big update from Leo.
Yes,
yeah. So we're looking at Sabercats starting 2-0.
Yes, sir.
2-0. All right. Cougars starting 2-0.
2-0, and Economies.
They look good. They're 1-1, but they look good, and we don't know what's going on over there. Who's Economies playing?
Economies playing McAllen Memorial.
McAllen. Oh, that's
they have Trevor Skates running back.
Yeah, they got the good running back.
All-Valley Player of the Year. And they also
Player of the Year
have a quarterback named Jonathan Sanchez and Fabian Pedraza.
Pedraza, they're going to switch out the quarterback. I remember they have the coach what he was thinking of doing all year, and I might just be switching them off all year long.
And that's what I think they're going to do.
All right, here we go. That's an update from Leo Reyes. It's the Jags behind on Memorial, which is a very good team, and you have Sabercats up 35-17 on a real good team. That is a Harlingen Hawks playoff team from last year.
There we go. Quarterback keeper to the left. Borrego trying to go off the left tackle. Nothing doing as the Bulldog defense just suffocated and closed that hole if there ever was one.
Contact number 55.
All right, here we go.
No game,
the third loss of 3 yards, Pablo. So we have a 3rd and 13 coming up.
We have an injured man for the Bulldogs. He's out going off the field under his own power.
He's going off on his own.
All right. Bulldogs replace him as with the clock winding down. We're going to start it here in a minute. Clock's fixing to wind down, don't it? But Bobcats have split left, Twins right and Twins left. And you got Borrego in the backfield with Mares. Little movement, little shiftiness going on. Bobcat coach, plenty of time left on the clock as they're really doing some formation changes. They basically brought in a receiver and set him up as a tight end. Now it's just split left, split right. Borrego in the backfield, surveying the situation. Plenty of time on the clock, asking for the snap. Snap is up. It's going to be a play-action pass. The same post that he scored on. He's open again. Makes a beautiful catch. A Borrego to Murillo connection. And they're going to move those chains.
Over the check one more time. It's going to be first down Bobcats. We're down to under 6 minutes left in the game, ladies and gentlemen. Bobcats pick up another first down. And it's going to be 1st and 10 ball at their own 45-yard line.
Great nifty play. That's the exact same play that scored that touchdown as he runs a post, and he had a step on that DB. Here we go, double twins, as Borrego's going to keep it himself, but he has walked down
from behind.
Yeah, give credit where credit due.
That guy is quick on the defense.
Alex Aleman on the tackle for the Bulldogs. He came across the formation to walk down the quarterback. Good job.
For the 44.
All right. So it was Mission that went up to Odessa? We'll go play Odessa?
Mission veterans are going to be on their way to play Permian up there again. That thanks to Bill Reynolds, otherwise known as Daggers in the Robert E. League. And for giving us the update, Bill Reynolds, thank you very much. An old Bobcat himself, an old cornerback, and an All-Valley punter for the Bobcats back in the day.
I remember that.
Class 84, Class 84.
All right, here we go. 5:18 and counting, ladies and gentlemen. It's 2nd and 11 coming up for the Bobcats.
All right, we got double twins.
Uh-oh. Delay a game.
We got another shout out from Austin. And I got to tell you, while we have our time out here, don't it? Have a trade offer, which I'm fixing to ignore. Here we go. Bobcats, I've got to stay in a little bit of a drive, don't it? A little bit of a drive. Can they score? Can they just add a little bit of life? Can they do it?
Yeah, I think they do, man. And you know what, Pablo? If anything, if we could have this fourth quarter being played by the Bobcats all night long, we'd have a better game.
You're right about that.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to tell you that they held them for the first drive, and they had them 4th and 8, and they had the fake punt, and that put them in position all the way to the 30-yard line of the Bobcats. That gave the ball there, and that's when they scored the first touchdown. Second time they come around when they put the points on the board, it was 3rd and 23.
I like how you're breaking that down, don't it? Thank you.
3rd and 23, and they held them. And they held him. They hit him about 5 yards. They hit him again at about 13 yards. They hit him again at about 18 yards. Ended up picking up. They needed 23. He picked up about 33. So once again, they were in it. They went into halftime holding them twice. So once again, they were still in it at halftime. They got the ball, went in on 4th and inches. In the third quarter, they got the ball first, and they were held. That's when McAllen started pulling away. So
I like that breakdown.
They're all right. They're going to be all right.
Got Twins right, split left. Got Borrego in the backfield, flank on both sides with some running backs. And it's going to be a pass. He's got a little bit of time. Can he get rid of it? He got swarmed just like that as he tried to go up the middle. And a loss of maybe a yard. Done. We have another shout out. Ed Rios.
Rios?
You know Ed Rios, man. Yeah. Danny Rios, all of them from the very nice Rios family from Edinburg. He's listening. He's otherwise in the rugby league. He's known as You Still a Good Player. That's the name of his team in the rugby league. And he's giving us a shout out. Danny Rios asking for a shout out. That's his brother, Danny Rios, but Ed Rios. Thanks for listening, Ed, on ValleyCentral.com. Appreciate that.
Hey, all the Rios, Danny, everybody, hey, thanks a lot for tuning in, and I hope you're enjoying it, man.
Louis, yep. And by the way, no thanks on that trade, Ed. Sorry. All right, double twin. Oh, we got a ball with snap. He's being pressured once again as he throws it before the receiver had any chance to even turn around. The quarterback, he's been pressured all night. When he tried to pass, he's felt the heat, don't it?
Yeah.
We'll give credit to the Bulldog defensive line for really putting pressure on the quarterback all night. And the one time he had time, he connected in that post for that touchdown.
Yeah. So it's going to bring up 4th and 12 coming up, 4:19 left. Clock stopped. For what reason? Do we know?
And incomplete pass.
Oh, okay. Here we go. So it's going to be 4th and 12.
Good snap. It's a typical end over and punt. It's going to be returned. Caught on the 30. He gets turned inside.
This guy got him inside, yeah. And we have flags on the field. He's probably going to go against McAllen. We'll wait and see. But, Paul, that's what you got to do. He thought about going outside, and the first thing he did, number 80, send him back to
Good job by Olivares. That's Tristan Olivares. Turned the play inside, don't it?
Yeah,
and he got tackled by the pursuit.
Yeah.
42-17, Vela scored again.
Vela scoring one more time, says Leo Reyes.
I'll take from Leo Reyes.
Team. Now, Paul, and again, we expected to see Vela in a more smooth, more third-year players, same coaching staff, same everything. We wanted them to turn it up a notch, and they
love you, Ed.
They won, but it didn't work last week as smooth as we wanted it. Maybe it's working tonight.
It's definitely working tonight. They're fixed to be 3-0. 2-0?
2-0.
2-0.
All right, here we go.
And it looks like quarterback keeper. We have a new quarterback
holding.
Caleb Youngblood breaking outside where they've been gaining all night. Fall on it. Good job, Cats. We have a quarterback keeper. Breaks down the right side for probably 30 yards. And then, but he's stripped from behind. The punch strip.
15 yards.
Another 15 yards. The Bobcats hop on it. Bottom line is the Bobcats ball on their territory, and we have a little bit of light left.
All right, so Bobcat football, they come up with a turnover. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. The ball being spotted at about the 27-yard line. We're 3:55 left, ladies and gentlemen. And gentlemen, Bisa, Pablo, I've enjoyed it, man, and thanks a lot for tonight. It's been good. It feels great, Pablo, and Misa, let me tell you, when you go downstairs and you hear from Susan Smith saying, hey guys,
awesome.
Go up there and y'all are doing a great job. Lisa, thank you very much. Paul,
thank you for having me.
Susan Smith, hey, good job, guys. And I'm letting y'all know it was great last night. So Susan Smith, it means a lot. Thank you very much. When we heard from a professional like you that doing the show, so thank you very much. Here we go. It's going to be 1st and 10 for the Bobcats. 3:55 left, and it's 1st and 10 from their own 13-yard line.
Bulldogs in the cover 2. We have some movement from the defensive line. As we have a big old Eric Diaz, just got a little bit too early of a start.
Clean jersey.
Number 77.
And stretched out terribly there. Eric Diaz getting the game a little bit too excited. Jumps off sides.
Coach, let me in, coach. And you
Put me in, coach. I'm ready to be off sides. Tonight, double twins. As it's going to be a drop back pass. He has time. He throws it to the middle of the post. Almost. It was almost a Borrego to Olivares connection, slightly overthrown as the Bobcats rehuddle with 2nd and 5 and the clock ticking down.
All right, good play. Just he needs to hit him underneath. He threw it too high. Defender kind of played like a jump out there, and Olivares did a good job of trying to get to the ball.
He's tall, but he's not that tall. Here we go. We got. Looks like we have a new quarterback.
13.
Yes, sir. We got Angel Diaz in for the Bobcats. He's the one that made that throw. Double twins, both sides of the formation. It's going to be a sprint out to the right, and he's going to keep it as he goes off tackle and turns it up the center. A nifty gain of 7, and they're going to move those chains.
They got 7, so they're moving the chains, and after they set the chains, we're running the clock. It's running 3:40 and running left in the game. It's still McAllen Bulldogs 32, Edinburg Bobcats 6.
Good call, Dawn, at double twins. We have our fresh quarterback, Angel Diaz, right off a good little run to the right side. It's going to be a read option. He keeps it himself. Goes right up the gut. A really good blocking by the Bobcats. Again, a gain of 12, and they're going to move those chains.
Misael, I want to turn the mic over to you in a few minutes when we get the chance to give us our fourth quarter stats for the second half. And I tell you what, Bobcats are, again, they take their defense, but only on this drive, guys. They didn't want him to score. They were trying to keep him to 0, and it was against the first team defense that they did that other drive. So they're picking up quite a bit of first downs again. It's 2nd and call it 8 coming up for the Bobcats. We're under 3 minutes left in the game, ladies and gentlemen. It's still McAllen 32, Edinburg Bobcats 6.
That last play was Angel Diaz right at the middle for no more of a gain of about 1 or 2 as the Bulldog defense made some adjustments and looks like they're going to take care of that hole.
Junior or senior, really, Paul?
He is a senior. Angel Diaz back at the helm. Snap is up. It's going to be an option. He pitches it, but there's nowhere to go. Great.
Whoa!
Hey. Good tackle by Elias Cortez to come up from the corner position on the option. He read the quarterback.
Coach, you got to throw a flag on that. Good job. Good job, Coach Escobedo. That's fine. The game is over. They're going to win, but still, you can't allow that, Paulo.
Yeah, what Donut is talking about is probably a late hit. In sportsmanlike conduct, but they can call it.
He didn't have the ball. He had nothing doing nothing.
Nothing to do with the play.
Right.
And those calls are made really for safety and to keep players from losing their temper. But the call was made, so I would tell my team, hey, it didn't happen.
Whatever.
It didn't happen. Okay, drop back pass. He's staying in the pocket, throws it in the middle. A comeback pass. Hit hit somebody square in the hands, but he did have some traffic to maneuver through. 4th and long.
Go for it, Coach. All right, look at the problem. We got 1:57. It'll stop with a complete pass. Misa, give me some numbers, Misa, and let me know what's happening here in the second half.
Okay, Donut. I mean, Edinburg, they look way better this half. The only thing, the flags, man, they've been hurting them. They've been hurting them all game long. Just miscues and McAllen actually cleaned up their game. The first half, they had, they had 3 turnovers in the first half. And the second half, I'm sorry, they only had 1. So they really cleaned it up, and that's why, now it's 32-6.
All right, that's good for Misael to learn on those stats. Thanks for those stats, Misael. It's a lot easier when you got somebody like him helping us up here in the booth. No crees, Pablo?
Hey, I have another shout-out. I'm sorry, Donut. Got another shout-out from Austin, Texas. Not only my boy Kyle Flanagan, but his daughter Ryan. We watched her grow up and turn into a fine young lady. So we have Kyle Flanagan and Ryan listening, and we appreciate that on ValleyCentral.com. Mata, good luck. And this time we have a quarterback keeper. It's Youngblood on the identical play. He fumbled. This time he doesn't. He gets outside on the right side for a gain of 12, and they're going to move those chains.
A little shout out going out to my wife, Kyra, Kayla, and Edith. Thank you very much for putting up with me, first of all, and hanging on there waiting for me to get home. I'll see you in a while. I love you all. Misa, shout out, Misa. Say hi to everybody.
No shout out to
family, baby.
Little shout out.
No shout outs.
No shout outs today. All right, we're going to get Misa ready for that next week. Here we go.
Okay, Bulldogs. Looks like they're just going to be content to run this play out, run the clock out. And I'm sure everybody in the stadium knew they were going to run the ball, and they did. And the Bobcats even swarmed on this time, but with the clock running down on it, I'm sure the Bulldogs just want to run it and wind the clock, and let's all go home and drive safe.
All right, lost to 4, and it's going to be a 2nd and 14 coming up for the Bulldogs. Ball at the 49-yard line of the Edinburg Bobcats. We're down to under 1 minute left in the game. Maybe we'll do one more play, Pablo. We'll wait and see when they set up that 45-second clock.
Take your time. Take your time. I think they probably could run out the clock. That's what they're going to do.
One more play. This will be the last play. Hopefully he'll take a knee.
Hold your water. Hold your water, O-line. The snap is up, and he kneels it down. And hold it off. Hold off, guys. Let's run the clock. Looks like they're going to be able to run it off, don't it?
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, with 32 seconds, 30 seconds ain't counting. Once again, we want to thank Catch TV. That is KATS Channel 17 for the great job they do with the video here, and of course, thanks to Valley Central. That is KGBT Channel 4 Sports for doing the screen and bringing the game to you. So once again, also thank you, Catch TV, especially the guys that are on the field, the students. And so from tonight, it's going to be a final here in Edinburg. At Edinburg Cat Stadium, it is the McAllen Bulldogs 32, and we are the Edinburg Bobcats 6. So that's a final from Edinburg. So for Misael de Leon, Team Donald and Paul, we're going to say good night, everybody. All right, hope you enjoyed the game. Good night, man.